Welcome back to another podcast episode. It's me, rawhoneybliss. If it's your first time here, then welcome. You and I are definitely connected in spirit. I am a professional transdimensional psychic medium, which means I do channel divine insight from across realms and universal intelligence to offer you guidance, clarity, and direction on your life path. I am also a spiritual manifestation coach. And I'm on here making this episode today because Spirit guided me to deliver a very important message. I am bringing this information to you from a place of love, groundedness, and empowerment, not fear. Okay, I want to emphasize not fear. I wanted to channel this podcast episode in a way that protects my energy, honors my mission, and educates our beautiful, loving, thriving community with integrity. And this is all about energetic discernment on your law of assumption journey. So just for a little bit of context, I did recently watch a video that did not feel good in my system, both energetically and spiritually. The video I watched from this other being reminded me of how important it is to protect our energy and be extremely discerning about what we engage with. Now, in this episode, I may address this topic of energetic discernment from a couple of different angles, but all of it comes back to discernment on your law of assumption journey. I cannot stress to you how critical it is for you to have a high level of discernment as you are manifesting your soul's deepest desires from a grounded spiritual space. Going back to the context of the video that I did watch, it did prompt me to grab a crystal that I have called black tourmaline as a way to offer myself that sense of spiritual, grounded, energetic protection, as well as making sure that I am not absorbing any energies that do not align with my soul's higher truth. Let me know down in the comment section if you know exactly what I am talking about. And just to put it out there, when it comes to things such as crystals, right, and the manifestation journey, it is perfectly fine for you to use crystals as a way to complement your beliefs within the manifestation realm, within the law of assumption realm. It is perfectly fine for you to use crystals as that extra energetic spiritual support, as long as you are not viewing spiritual tools such as crystals as a crutch, meaning you're using these crystals because you inherently believe that you are not going to be okay without it, right? So when I did grab this crystal, I used it as a way for that extra feeling of protection. That is exactly what I felt. It was what I felt guided to do as I was listening to some of the words in this video that I was watching. And I immediately stopped the video because, as I said, it did not feel good in my spirit. In cases like this is where your energetic discernment comes into play. There are cases where information or content will be presented to you, even in the format of law of assumption, and your spirit will always alert you when something does not align with your soul's truth. In that moment, it is important for you to immediately honor that alert that your spirit is giving you. So this is one angle that I wanted to address, this sense of energetic discernment. Now, let's address this from a different angle. Let's say that you are manifesting your specific person, okay? And if you are someone who is aware of quote unquote normal society beliefs or mainstream beliefs, you may have heard the sentence, if he wanted to, he would, or if she wanted to, she would, if they wanted to, they would. If you are in the process of manifesting your specific person and you are a practitioner of the law of assumption, then you know that a sentence such as, if they wanted to, they would, is not aligned with the beliefs within the law of assumption, right? You know from a very foundational space that what you assume to be true is what will manifest in your reality. And so if you are subscribed to something that is telling you that if they wanted to, they would, you are going to feel in your spirit that does not resonate. And if you know that something such as if they wanted to, they would, does not align to your deeper truths, it is important to, in that moment, exercise your energetic discernment. Let me know down in the comment section if you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's very easy to be thrown off if you're consuming content that plants doubt, fear, or contrary assumptions. And it is important to note that even as you are watching or listening to things that plant doubt, fear, or contrary assumptions in your system, it's not that there is someone outside of you separate from you planting these things in your mind. Because if you are familiar with the law of assumption, which if you're already subscribed to our beautiful, loving, thriving community, then you are aware of what I'm going to say, that nobody is separate from you. And so even if you are listening or engaging with something that seems to be separate from you, right, such as someone saying something that doesn't align to you, in that moment, it's not that that other person is at fault. It comes back to simply what feels aligned and what doesn't. It's never about someone outside of you saying something that doesn't align with your beliefs. So we are never to put blame on another person for content or information being presented to us through their energy. Everything in your reality is a reflection. Everything in your reality is an opportunity for you to realign with your soul's truth. This is simply what we're doing. And I want you to know that you are safe to lovingly release content, people, or voices that are not energetically aligned with your deeper truth. You will always know when something does not align with your inner world, with your deeper inner truth. Your soul is always resonating at a certain frequency, right? And as you are leveling up, as you are increasing your frequency, you will always know when something feels off. If you are listening to something, someone brings something up to the surface and you're listening to this, you're watching this, your frequency will let you know that it's not aligned to you. Your spirit, your higher self, God, source, your guides, your spirit guides will let you know that this is not for you. You will clearly know that. And it's all about respecting that truth. Let's pivot into some energetic protection practices that you can start implementing if you haven't already, or maybe these are things that you're already doing and this can serve as a positive reminder for you. As I mentioned earlier, I am someone who does have crystals and use crystals as a complementary spiritual tool on my own manifestation and law of assumption journey. And so it could be helpful for you to hold or wear protective crystals like black tourmaline, which is what I mentioned earlier. You can also use affirmations to realign your inner world. And again, you are allowed to unfollow or unsubscribe from anything or anyone that feels off, even if it used to resonate with you. We are always moving and shifting from things that used to resonate to things that no longer resonate. And as you are moving and shifting, make sure you are remembering your blanket statement affirmations that bring you back to your inner truth. Let me give you a perfect example. If you are in the middle of manifesting your specific person and you are listening to something and you hear the phrase, if they wanted to, they would, you can say in your mind in that moment, I am the powerful creator of my reality. What I assume to be true is what manifests. And then go about your life. You can also practice spiritual cleansing. This is something you can do with smoke, sound, prayer, visualization. There are so many ways that you can practice spiritual cleansing. It's a form of spiritual hygiene. And lastly, use your intuition. Your intuition is your best friend. You may even come across something that is presented to you through the package of law of assumption that you feel does not resonate with your spirit's truth. And in that case, follow your intuition. Your truth goes beyond words, and that is why you are always being alerted as to what resonates and what does not. This episode is not meant to be long. I wanted to keep this concise, compact with information that's going to help you on your journey. Let me know down in the comment section if you've had experiences where you knew you had to practice your energetic discernment in that very moment. Make sure to like this episode, comment down below if it was helpful, and share this with at least one person to help me spread this beautiful, positive energy out into the universe. If you're already subscribed, you do know that I offer one-on-one spiritual manifestation coaching as well as one-on-one spiritual sessions to help you align to these deep, soulful desires that you have through effortlessness and ease. I will talk to you in our next episode. Use your energetic discernment. You have this discernment for a reason. And trust, know, and believe that you are always protected on your journey with the law of assumption, on your journey with conscious manifestation. I'll talk to you in our next episode. Till next time.